So good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday morning meditation, coming to you from Vajrayana Institute. So it's nice to be back on air. I hope you all enjoyed Venerable Rabina's teachings last Sunday, and I hope everyone is well and staying safe. So as usual, let's begin with setting a very positive motivation for tuning in this morning. And thinking that any benefit that we derive from engaging in meditation, that it benefits not only ourselves, but everybody that we come into contact with. Remembering that just like us, there is no person on the planet, in fact, no living being on the planet, that doesn't want to be happy and wants to be free of suffering. So by taming and training our minds with meditation, we can help to be part of the solution instead of being part of the problem, which can easily happen if our minds are out of control. So let's just relax the body first. Bring the awareness to the top of the head. Just noticing any sensations, not judging. And as we scan the body, if you become aware of any areas of tension or tightness, as you breathe out, imagine that that tension just leaves the body with the breath and simply dissolves into space. So moving from the top of the head down over the forehead, relaxing, releasing, letting go. Relaxing all those little muscles around the eyes, softening. Relaxing the eyes themselves. Moving down over the cheekbones. Coming to the mouth, the lips. Relaxing those muscles around the mouth and the chin. Relaxing the jaw. For a few moments, just focusing on the face and having a sense of complete relaxation and calmness. Letting go of any tension. Gently moving back to the top of the head and traveling down the back of the head to the base of the skull. This is a place where we often hold tension, just like in our shoulders. Again, having a sense of releasing, relaxing, and letting go. As you move down the neck to the shoulders, always checking without criticism. There's nothing wrong with holding tension. I mean, it's not it's not unethical, but it's not very good for your body. So when you notice, release, relax. Let's just lift our shoulders up and drop them. Let's do that 3 times. That really helps to release some of the tightness in our shoulders. Then moving down from the base of the skull all the way down the spine. Feeling the strength and the stability of the spine supporting us. And then coming back to the tops of the shoulders again and moving down to the shoulder blades. Again, checking for tension and releasing. And from the tops of the shoulders, we move down the arms to the elbows. Elbows to wrists. The palms of the hands and the back of the hands. Go all the way to your fingertips. And then checking the front of the body. Relaxing the upper chest. The diaphragm. The belly. Soft, relaxed, at ease. Be aware of the contact of your buttocks with the chair or the cushion. Softening, relaxing. So just checking again the front of the body, upper chest, diaphragm, belly, and then moving down from the hips to the knees, the ankles, soles of the feet, top of the feet, and go all the way to your toes. And just sit quietly, becoming aware of the whole body, not focusing on one particular area, but being aware of the whole body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. The body relaxed and at ease. And so from this state of calmness, we're going to move in to some breathing meditation, which you're probably all familiar with. But just a little reminder, the most important points are that we need to be relaxed. So hopefully we've managed that. We need to be still, and we need to be vigilant. Our task is to be aware of the breath entering and leaving the nostrils, and being vigilant, which means noticing when we have moved away from the breath, when the awareness has moved away from the breath. Then what we need to do, without any judgment or criticism, no beating yourself up, not allowed, without any judgment or criticism, we bring the awareness back to the breath. It doesn't matter how many times we do this. That's why it's called practice. So we'll do this breathing meditation for 20 minutes. And remember, relaxed, still, and vigilant. And again, practice patience. Every time you notice that your mind has wandered, bring the awareness back. So let's try that. Remember, you're not trying to control the breath at all. Just leave it alone. Our body knows how to breathe. But keep the awareness on the breath, entering and leaving the nostrils. Try to be aware of the whole breath, the whole of the in-breath and the whole of the out-breath. It may happen that there are sessions, there are times when you find it very difficult to calm the mind, lots of thoughts. Don't get upset. And if that is the case, instead of focusing on the breath entering and leaving the nostrils, you can shift your focus to the rise and the fall of the abdomen. Most importantly, don't get upset with yourself. If you notice the mind has wandered, relax and bring the awareness back. important not to see your meditation sessions as a task that you're forcing yourself to perform, but a wonderful opportunity to learn to focus and to actually give your mind a rest. In the beginning, your mind will resist. Who knows how many lifetimes our mind has really been a monkey mind and we haven't even been aware of it. And now we know about the monkey mind, so we can begin to tame it. With patience and perseverance and kindness. Bringing it back again and again. You might notice that your shoulders have crept up, or that you're clenching your jaw. These are signs of tension. So simply let go. And remember the simple instruction not to try to push thoughts away, but also not to run after them. Just let them come and let them go. Don't engage. So you might want to have a little stretch now. Those of you who've tuned in before, you might notice I have a different setup now, a different space. I'm just wondering how the sound is. Might be somebody could give me some feedback on that. Is it working okay where I am now? And hopefully it's working full stop. Oh, thanks, Robin. Yeah, good. Yeah, there's a lot of birds around here. A lot of aeroplanes too. I hope they don't disturb us too much. Okay. So, are there any questions? I mean, it's pretty simple, the breathing meditation. But yeah, if you've got any questions, don't be shy. It's a bit hollow. Okay, if I move the computer a bit closer, is it like an echo? Okay, I'm not sure if we can do anything about that. I can talk to Rain. We have got Wai Chong on at the same time. Yeah, I mean the important thing is that you can hear and understand. But of course, if it's terrible, we need to know. Yeah. Hopefully, you've noticed that as you move more into the meditation, and as the mind becomes calmer, it is a lot easier. It's a lot easier to focus. Good question, Robin. How does one fight sleepiness? Try to get enough sleep. No, let's not be facetious. Okay, there's a few. I mean, if you're home, if you're in a meditation, in a class situation, or if you're in a group retreat, you can't do this. But if you're feeling very tired, you can just get up and splash some water on your face. That's very useful. Yeah. There's another one, visualization, which I think you visualize. I'll have to look it up. I'll get back to you. That one of the reasons that if you're practicing shamatha meditation, ideally you do not shut your eyes, right? So you have your chin tucked in. I haven't been a perfect exemplar here, but you have your chin slightly tucked in, and you do not shut your eyes. So your gaze falls to the floor in front of you, very relaxed gaze, but the light is still coming in. So that is a counter to sleepiness, because when we close our eyes, the brain says, time to sleep. So yes, try. It might be difficult if you're used to meditating with your eyes closed, then try this. Try having your eyes slightly open so the eyelids are lowered but they're not closed. That should help a little bit too. And as I say, we're focusing on the breath, but we should also notice, for example, if we've slumped over or if we've slumped to one side, and so on, and we can adjust our posture. This instruction of being still doesn't mean that you don't adjust your posture. Yeah. and that you don't release tension if you notice it in your body. The common, usually if we're concentrating too hard, that's when we clench our jaw or we frown. So if you notice, I mean, we're doing our best, aren't we, to be aware of when we lose the focus. The focus moves away from the breath, but we shouldn't bring tension to that awareness. That needs to be a kind of, I know it sounds a bit contradictory, but it needs to be a more relaxed awareness, not a tense awareness. So I hope that helps. So I'm going to move on to an analytical meditation. And we're going to do the one on forgiveness again. I've had some feedback on that. And I think particularly now, well, a lot of us are in lockdown, in some places stricter than others. We can start beating ourselves up and thinking about all the mistakes we've made and things like that, and it can make us quite miserable and depressed, and it's really not beneficial. So we're going to look at this meditation on forgiveness. I just need to work with my electronic devices here and bring it up on the screen. So if you bear with me for a moment. Why do these things always play up when you want them not to? Honestly, this is being so difficult now. It's just not behaving itself. Got to keep our sense of humour. Okay. No, I can't believe this. Okay. No. Well, it looks like we're doing this meditation that keeps coming up. And not the meditation. Okay. This is also a very beautiful meditation. It's called Mother of Compassion. And I often do this one, and people like it too. It's one of my favourite. So it was actually told to an Englishman called John Blofield, who's written a lot of Dharma books, particularly about Tara, and he's no longer alive. Well, he'll be in another body now, but he's written some lovely books. And this particular meditation was told to him by a nun, an old nun in Canton. You can tell this was a while ago. So let's shift to this one. So make sure you're comfortable. Have a sip of your drink if you want to. So imagine that you are sitting on a hilltop, and the hilltop is high enough for you to see nothing but the sky in front of your eyes. And with your mind, you make everything empty. There is nothing there, you say. And you see it like that. Just the vast, empty sky. Now take a deep breath and relax. But there is something. Look, there's the sea. And the moon has risen. The moon is full and round and white. And you see it like that. The sea, silver in the moonlight, with little white-topped waves. And in the blue-black sky above hangs a great moon. The moon is bright, but not dazzling. It's kind of a soft brightness, you might say. You gaze at the moon for a long time, feeling calm and happy. And then the moon becomes smaller. And as it gets smaller, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And now you see it as a pearl. And it's become so bright that you can only just bear to look at it. And the pearl starts to grow. And before you know what's happened, Kuan Yin, the mother of compassion, appears, standing up against the sky, all dressed in gleaming white, and with her feet resting on a lotus that floats on the waves. So if you don't know what Kuan Yin looks like, don't worry. You can visualize Tara, or you can visualize just a sphere of light which represents perfect loving kindness and compassion. You can see this enlightened being, once you know how to do it, as clearly as I see you. Her robes are shining, and there's a halo round her head. She smiles at you, such a loving smile. She is so glad to see you that tears of happiness sparkle in her eyes. And if you keep your mind calm and you don't try too hard, she will stay for a long time. So don't worry too much if your visualization is not clear. Just trust that you're in the presence of an enlightened being who gazes at you with unconditional love and compassion. Feel that enlightened energy. When she does go, it's by getting smaller and smaller. She doesn't go back to being a pearl, but she becomes so small that at last you can't see her. Then you notice that the sky and the sea have vanished too. Just space is left. Lovely, lovely space, going on forever. That space can stay if you can do without you. So not you and space, you see, just space. No you. So let's finish off by dedicating the positive energy that we created by joining the meditation this morning to the happiness and well-being of ourselves and all other living beings on the planet. And you can let's particularly make dedications for those who are sick and unwell, those who have passed away, for the fires that are burning out of control over there in America. May they be brought under control very quickly, and may people get the support that they need at this difficult time. And may all beings everywhere be well and happy and free of suffering. Thank you for joining me. Check our program. Everything's on the net now. And enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well. Thank you.